Flavored?
Blessed and highly flavored. How'd you rest last night?
Very well.
Very well. You ready for a nice, busy Thursday?
Yes?
Let's make sure we're getting out there. This is looking strange today. I tell you, Sam, every day is an adventure. There it is. We're in red now. We were in blue for a
Did you
minute.
just say Sam? Did you call me Sam?
Sam. How you doing, son? Hey, family. I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
Morning, yo, family. Welcome to April 24th. June and I would like to welcome you to the April 24th train. That's where this train just keeps on moving. The train keeps on grooving. The train keeps on going places, family. 254 days to go. Was it?
Is that all?
I don't think that's right. Hey, Google, how many days until January 1st?
There are 252 days from April.
Yeah, 252 days, June. Everybody look away.
Look away.
Everybody look away. There's nothing to see here. There's nobody correcting a mistake that June made.
Oh, yeah, right.
All
I
right,
just
fam.
did a shout out. Good morning, family.
There you go. 252 days to go, and then this year is a wrap. We got some nice weather on tap. I know I'm going to enjoy it, June. I'm going to be out there skirting the dirt. Hey, family, welcome to our crazy faith, our Grits and Grants crazy faith.
Yes.
We are out here doing what we do every single day. We're out here just making it happen, June.
We are.
And happy about it,
Yeah.
Despite
the challenges.
the challenges. And this year, family 2025, we're working towards a stronger me, a stronger us.
And sometimes you feel like not saying it. Because when you say it, it's like, okay, the universe is like, okay, you say you're strong, let's see if you can handle this. 1, 2, punch.
Yeah, you
Let's see
say,
if we get you
I
knocked
want
out
it.
the ring.
I want it.
Yes. We gonna give it to you. Let's see how strong you really are.
I want it. I want to be successful.
That's
I
right.
want to be a homeowner.
That's right.
I want a new car. I want a
better
new
credit.
job. I want all this stuff. But I don't want to work for it, And therein lies the problem, family.
You don't want to work for it. You don't want to get in the ring. You don't want to fight
I
for
don't
it.
want to fight, man.
Okay.
I just want it sliding on over to me.
Don't work like that.
Slide me a little piece, family. I wish it did work that way, June, but it don't.
But even if it worked that way, you wouldn't be able to keep it because you didn't fight for it.
You didn't earn it.
You didn't.
It's not yours.
Mm-mm.
And I always use the example, June, of folks who win the multi-million-dollar lotteries and
Yes.
then they go bankrupt.
Yeah.
They won't ready.
Mm-hmm.
They won't ready.
Yeah.
And family, if you're not ready, then it's not sustainable. If it's not sustainable, it's transitory. Boom. There's a word that y'all didn't expect Smitty
Used
Smith to
today.
whip out on you. Transitory. It's here, but it's moving. It's not permanent.
And you know what I like to think of? I think of the Rocky movie.
Okay.
I think about what he had to go through, where he came from,
Yeah. Oh,
in
yeah.
order to
Yeah.
be a success.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the actual theme song, I love that. Him in Philadelphia running up all those steps.
People in Philly didn't love it at first.
They didn't.
No, they hated that statue.
Oh. How do you know that?
Oh, he woke up. What the what? Good morning, Tomorrow Kill. How you doing, sister? Welcome.
Yes,
Tomorrow,
good morning tomorrow.
we executing that crazy faith. June, you know what? I did a huge whoa shoot moment yesterday.
What?
I did it. I gotta own it.
Okay.
I was out showing houses to a couple.
Uh-huh.
And I thought I saw on Facebook where she was posing with a ring.
Okay.
Okay, so while I was showing the house, I said, wow, when are you guys getting married?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. You talk about thing coming to us. Everything came to a stop. She walks away, and he looks at me like, Smitty, what are you doing, man? What are you trying to do? I said, I saw it on Facebook. They're like, nah, man, we ain't got... I'm going to get there, but we ain't there yet. So I was like, you know what? I saw it. And then the young lady comes back, yeah, what about that? When are we going to make that happen, And it got me to thinking about marriage, June. And this morning you mentioned the word contract.
Yes.
And, family, when you think about it, marriage is a contract. Would you agree, June?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
A contract is a legally binding agreement to live and love you forever through better or worse, for richer or poor, no matter the matter.
No matter the matter.
No
right?
matter the matter. We's one. It's a binding contract, no different, just different language,
Okay.
but the same meaning as a real estate contract, or a contract to purchase a car, or a contract for something as simple as cable TV services. It's a legally binding contract between you and I to do something or to not do something.
And it's kind of like a receipt and an invoice too.
It is. Absolutely, it is. 'Cause- yeah. So again, family, I am going to do this. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys have signed a contract to never win a Super Bowl. Okay, it is a legally binding agreement.
Where's the mom? I need to hear.
Yeah, he just came in. He just came in. You know,
Okay.
you know me, man. I'm gonna fire them shots first. You
I
know,
don't see it.
you don't see it.
That's all I
No,
see.
he's over it. He's showing up on mine. Yeah.
Okay,
You know.
alright.
So again, family, that's a legally binding contract to not win another damn Super Bowl. You know what? And I personally am enforcing that contract, okay? But you know, family, they're in real estate world. And again, we want all of you.
LU.
I'm trying to clean it up. We want all of you
I'm gonna catch it.
to sign a contract to become homeowners because that's part of the process. You sign a purchase agreement, a purchase contract. I'm going to buy this house under this terms. Right? Simple enough. But you know what, Smitty Smith, we want to go a little deeper into contracts this morning.
I was gonna say that.
But
Yeah.
we're not going to go attorney deep. Okay. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about in contracts, there are two types of contracts in real estate, and there are actually two types of contracts in life as well, June.
Yeah.
The first one is expressed. We have expressed this contract in writing. We're serious about this. We're committed to it. We're so committed. I wrote it down. You signed it. I signed it. We now have proof of our mutual agreement.
Right.
You know, and that is in fact a marriage certificate.
Yeah.
Right? I love you, you love me. We put it in writing. We get a legally binding agreement. We're now officially hooked at the center. We are equally yoked.
Yeah. And in the contract, it has different terms on which each party has to perform a certain way to make it work. Got it?
Like love, honor, and obey. For an example,
Anyway, go ahead.
obey. Not the cooking seasoning either. You know. And one is to cherish and respect. And I don't know. We know it's all this.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jacqueline.
Good morning, Jacqueline.
But again, it is an express contract. It's in writing. There's no ambiguity. All right? These are the terms. These are the borders. These are the guardrails. As long as we stay within the framework of this contract, we don't have any problems.
That's right.
Mr. Seller, I want you to sell me your house. Mr. Buyer, I want you to buy my house. Now,
Right.
there can be certain conditions that we call contingencies therein.
Amendments.
We can make changes to the contract if we agree to it. We can do an amendment or an addendum, but we both have to agree to it. All right? So I'm going to buy your house on this date, this time, contingent upon me getting financing. Well, you know what? I'm going to buy your house at this price, but I need to change the date that I take ownership. So we do an addendum or we make an amendment to the contract. We both sign it. The old date no longer exists. We now have a new date, but it's expressed in writing.
And it's still a contract.
It's still a contract, legally enforceable.
Expected for both parties to perform.
Absolutely. But you know what, June? There's another type of contract that's not so good. That is implied.
Okay.
An implied contract is also referred to as an assumed contract based upon your actions. This is not easily provable. This normally requires somebody else to
Witness?
witness and determine, namely a judge, if this was in fact a contract.
Okay.
And an implied contract is that we are doing something and we do it the same way with the understanding you're thinking this, I'm thinking that. You're thinking you're going to buy this house. I'm thinking I'm going to sell you this house. And we take actions as if that were the case. That's implied.
Okay.
It's implied based upon our actions and our words. It's not expressed because express would be in writing. So, June, when you think about a contract, earlier we mentioned marriage contract.
Yeah.
That is expressed in writing. When you get the marriage license, it's actually then becomes a contract.
Yeah.
All right. But you know what, June? What is an engagement?
It's a promise to marry at the end. It's a process.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's implied.
It's absolutely. An engagement is an implied contract.
And the ring kind of solidifies the not the contract, but the understanding.
The implication.
Yeah, the implication. There you go. Thank you. The implication that this is going to happen
Yeah,
at the end of it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's an outward expression
Yeah.
to an implied agreement. All right, but does the ring show all of the details of the contract?
It does not.
It does not. So I'm acting as if, you're acting as if, we're acting as if we're in agreement. That is an implied contract, family. The worst type of lawsuit to be in is where all you have is a spoken word.
Hey, so excuse me, why do I got to give the ring back if we break up?
Because it's not your ring. It was only implied that it was yours to keep.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I always wondered that.
There you
like,
go.
I
See,
ain't giving
family?
the ring back.
But when it's expressed in writing,
Yeah.
all real estate should be expressed in writing. I'm telling you guys, this family. And again, you guys hear this now. You know, you're going to come across this again, and you're going to be ready.
Yeah.
You're going to be prepared for the fight. You're going to say, nah, I want it in writing. I don't want you to tell me anything at all. You can't tell me nothing unless it's in writing, family. And June, and let's take this one step further. You know, we always like to go a little bit deeper. Can I have a contract with myself?
Yes, and you should.
And should it be expressed or should it be implied?
We express it a lot,
Okay.
but I think it needs to be implied.
What would be an implied contract for June Rose?
For me to write it down.
For you to write it down. For you to write it down. See, family, when we talk about money, we have to budget. Would you agree, June?
Yes.
Because, see, family, I've said it before and I'll say it again. A lot of folks don't like it when I say it. And a lot of folks should really understand that I don't care.
But it's the truth. The whole truth.
It is, family. Home purchase is more about your budget score than it is your credit score. Because, see, if my budget ain't right, then my credit ain't right. I'm just saying, family.
If your budget ain't
or my
right,
credit
ain't
is
nothing
right,
tight.
and I don't have any money saved. See, family, no matter which way you look at it, all comes back to me budgeting. So, June, I think that we should all have an express contract within ourselves to budget our money. It's implied that we will. We imply that we're in charge of our finances because it's our money.
Every month.
You know, I go to work. No, June, I go to work.
Yeah.
And I get a check, right?
Yeah.
This is my money.
Yeah.
It's implied that I'm making this money that I'm going to be in charge of. It's my money. You can't take my money. You can't reduce my money. This is and my money better be right. All right? You know what? Because I'm calculating it.
Yeah.
I know I did 40 hours, and this is my rate. Well, this is how much money I am expecting, demanding that you provide me. Because I'm trading time for money. But, so it's implied that I'm going to use my money for myself.
Can I give a side note?
Yeah.
I have to say, there's so many people that I've talked to that have no idea what their yearly income is.
None. They really don't know.
And that is such a surprise.
They don't know. I spoke to a young lady yesterday. She had no idea. She made $42,000 a year. She thought she made $20,000 a year. No idea. So again, family, when I express it, when I express my budget,
Yes.
I put it in writing so that it can be seen, it can be read, it can be touched. When I don't budget my money, I am implying a budget.
Yeah.
I think this is how much money I make. I think this is where my money goes. I'm acting as if this is where my money goes and nowhere else. But when I express it in writing, June, when I write it down, I can then turn that into a contract to myself. For the benefit of who? Myself. Family, y'all got to get this. When you take the time to write it down, writing it down makes it real. We've said that so many times. Expressing it in writing is going to get you home. Expressing it in writing is a part of getting home. So let's get started expressing some stuff in writing right now. Get it right now. Get it little.
What?
I said express it in writing right now. Anyway, I worked on that all night.
Yeah, it just went way over my head.
Yeah. So,
But you know what? I'm sitting here thinking and listening to you, and I realize I'm out of control. And there's a lot of people that are out of control. We're not in control because we don't have a contract with ourselves.
For ourselves.
We don't have things written down.
So you can do pretty much whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And be okay with it and get away with it.
That makes us out of control with our finances, out of control with so many other areas. For me, it's out of control with my finances, my health, because I'm not writing it down.
Yeah.
I'm going through the motions.
Implied.
It's implied. I'm going and working out, but I'm still coming back every now and then and eating the wrong things. So I'm in breach.
Yeah.
I've breached my contract.
Yeah, with yourself.
With myself.
And you know what's so bad about that, June?
Mm-hmm.
Since you breach your implied contract with yourself, you can easily get away with it. I ain't write that sugar honey iced tea down. I ain't got that written down nowhere.
Who's it really affecting?
It's only affecting me, and I ain't talking about it. I ain't even thinking about it.
Exactly.
Jacqueline says, thank you for the good work. Got to run. Have a blessed day. You do the same, Jacqueline. Thanks for coming in. Have a blessed day.
And don't forget to make that contract with yourself.
Make a contract with yourself, family. You know what, June? I can have more than one contract with myself.
Yes, you can.
I can have one about my finances. I can have one about my health. I can have one about my relationships. I can have one about my attitude. But family, we got to stop going through the emotions or through the motions and start putting it in writing. Writing makes it real.
Yeah.
It really does, family.
And it holds you accountable.
It does. Writing makes it real estate. You are not going to buy a home without something in writing, family.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do anything implied.
Even if you're making a cash buy.
Especially
more, right?
Especially ever the more. Again, fam, just wanted to kind of share that with you, talking about contracts this morning. June, where are we number-wise? Let's see here a moment, family. We are 21 for the year. All right. We have an expressed agreement for ourselves that we're going to do 150.
150 now. It was 125.
I mean 125.
You know what? He said 150. He's put it out there.
You know what, family?
What we got to do? 150
I got to do some more all nighters. I was up till 3 o'clock last night, June, working on the website, doing some branding, moving some things around, family.
But are you sure we're 100? I think we're more than that.
That's what we said we were going to do. That's my goal.
No, I'm saying I think we are more than 21.
No, I don't think so. I'll check. I'll check to make sure.
Okay.
But again, family, we have a contract with ourselves that we want to help 125 folks fire their landlord.
Plus.
Oh. So you know what? Sometimes since it's in writing and we've already expressed it, we're not just going through the emotions. We're not implied that we are. We've said that we are.
Yes.
And we put it in writing, and then we have you as a witness to that. All right? So that means that we got to pull some 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning things. That means we got to do some more Facebook posts. That means we got to refine them. We got to create a message. We got to refine our message. We got to find an effective way of sharing that message. We have to evaluate that message. We have to take action upon that message. What do? We then reevaluate it. Then we make adjustments to it. Then we reevaluate the adjustments. And all the while, we're using what we have because it's never going to be perfect. All right, family? It's a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes my head is spinning. It's so much. But you know what, family? That's okay because the universe is both generous and what?
Most prosperous.
Prosperous, family. So be careful what you ask for. Write it down. Make it real. But then expect it to happen. And expect everything that you need to make it happen. See, we say what we want to happen. We never really think about everything we got to do to make it happen.
And it's not easy. For the things that you want and really want, it is not easy. But you can do it.
It's implied. It's implied. I want to be a homeowner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's implied. But when I express it, I want to be a homeowner, so I have to do this, and this in order to make it happen. See, express is detailed, specific. Implied is just general, it's emotional. I love you. We're going to live forever together.
Forever, ever, Smitty?
Ever. That's an implied engagement. I ain't never going. You the most bestest thing of all time. But family, a contract, even when I ain't liking you, even though when you getting on my nerves, I'm
Even
getting
when
on my
I'm not
nerves.
making bacon, you still like me?
We still married. I might not like you. Again, family, but you know what? Express is how we get to where we want to go. Express is what the universe understands. Because the universe is going to give you everything that you need to get what you want. You just have to express it in writing, family. It makes a difference. You tried it your way. We do stuff through implication. We do stuff, we apply stuff all the time. Try it my way. Try it my way, family. Write a contract with yourself to achieve a specific goal. Hey, look here. Please like, share, and stay connected. Follow June and I all the way home. If we share anything of value with you, please tell a friend or family member. Help us get rid of all this grant money that's out here. That's our mission, okay?
And make sure it is actually a contract and not a wish list. Like
There's a difference.
there is a difference. Like Dallas is going to win the next. No, that's a wish list. A wish list.
Family. June, we're 2 days in a wake up, 1 day in a wake up rather.
Yep.
Tomorrow in a wake up for our Grits and Grants workshop.
Woo-hoo.
Live in living color workshop, family. Is going to take place Saturday, April the 26th. Go to SmittySmith.com. Again, SmittySmith.com to register for our Grits and Grants workshop. We're going to meet live in what? In living color.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to give you a workbook, and we're going to have you make some promises, not to us, but to yourselves. You're not making a commitment to us. You're making a commitment to your family, your children. It's all about you. It's all about you. So again,
and you know what? And that should be the hardest one to break. The hardest contract should be the one for yourself and to your family.
And unfortunately, it's the easiest one.
Yeah.
All right, family. So again, we'll see you 2 days, 1 day, and I keep wanting to say 2 days. It's 1 day in a wake up. Go to SmittySmith.com and register. SmittySmith.com. Matter of fact, hey, I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
Hey, family, your contract with yourself should first of all read this one thing at the heading, and that is to stay blessed in what, June Smith?
Highly flavored.
Highly flavored, family. Man, the universe can truly, truly give you everything that you want, need, hope, and wish for. Just be ready for it. I want it. That means I want to do everything I need to do to make it happen and to keep it sustainable. I ain't counting on luck.
Yeah.
Because maybe I will, maybe I won't. You know what, family? That ain't good enough for Smitty Smith. Hey, guys, I got to go, gadget, go. I got a billion things to do.
Yeah, we got to go before demand post.
I know, I'm trying to get out of here right now. Hey, family, I got to go, gadget, go. Dante Green says, take care, brother.
Yes.
Dude says, let's go, June, before you get something in here.